Imagine this. 2,500 years ago, in the heart of ancient Greece, a sculptor named Phidias creates the most incredible statue ever made, a towering 40-foot Zeus of pure gold and ivory, seated like a living god inside a massive temple. Do you know what happened the moment he finished? Legend says Phidias prayed, "Zeus, are you pleased?" And suddenly, a thunderbolt struck the floor right in front of it, as if the king of the gods himself gave his divine approval. Pilgrims traveled thousands of miles, stood speechless, feeling they were face to face with true divinity. Ancient writers even said, one single glimpse could make you forget every hardship, every pain in life, like all suffering vanished in an instant. But then, after centuries of worship and wonder, it vanished, completely erased. No ruins, no trace, nothing left. How was this divine, impossible masterpiece ever built? Why did it awe the entire ancient world? And what shocking truth caused one of the 7 wonders to disappear forever? Friends, today we're diving deep into the real, mind-blowing story behind the statue of Zeus at Olympia, a wonder so powerful the world forgot it ever existed. Stick around till the end, because the answer is stranger than you think. Let's start with the basics. What exactly was this statue, and who created it? The statue of Zeus was sculpted around 435 BC by Phidias, the greatest artist of ancient Greece. You might know him from the Athena Parthenos in the Parthenon, but this was his ultimate masterpiece. Picture this, Zeus sitting majestically on a throne, about 41 feet tall. That's taller than a 4-story building. In his right hand, he held a small figure of Nike, the goddess of victory, and in his left, a scepter topped with an eagle, symbols of power and triumph. But what made it so special? The materials. It used a technique called chryselephantine, meaning gold and ivory. The core was wood, but the skin was ivory plates for a lifelike glow, and the robes, hair, and throne were draped in gold sheets. The throne itself was a work of art, carved from cedar wood, inlaid with ebony, ivory, gold, and precious gems. It depicted myths like the labors of Hercules and scenes from Greek legends. Ancient visitors described it as so realistic, it felt like Zeus could come alive any moment. Do you know how long it took to build? About 8 to 12 years in Phidias's workshop right next to the temple. But wait, friends, how did something this massive even fit? And why was it considered a wonder? Let's find out next. Now the big question everyone asks. Why was this statue one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world? Friends, it wasn't just because it was pretty, it was mind-blowing in every way. First, the sheer scale. Ancient geographer Strabo wrote, "If Zeus stood up, he would unroof the temple." It was the largest indoor statue ever made at the time, bigger than anything people had seen. Second, the craftsmanship. That chryselephantine technique was insanely advanced and expensive. Gold from across the empire, ivory from African elephants, worth a fortune today. Phidias didn't just sculpt, he engineered it to shine in the temple's dim light. Third, the emotional impact. Writer Dio Chrysostom said looking at it made people forget all the terrors and hardships of human life. It wasn't art, it was divine. Legends even say Zeus approved it with that thunderbolt strike. No damage, just a sign from the gods. And fourth, its cultural power. Compiled by ancient lists like Antipater of Sidon around 140 BC, the 7 wonders celebrated human achievement. This one stood out because it blended art, religion, and awe, like a bridge between mortals and gods. Compared to the pyramid's size or the garden's beauty, Zeus's statue inspired reverence. People knelt before it. So, friends, it wasn't just a statue, it was a phenomenon. But where was it housed? And how did it tie into the Olympics? That's coming up. The statue wasn't alone. It was the centerpiece of the Temple of Zeus at Olympia, in western Greece. Why was it built there? And what's the Olympic link? Olympia was sacred ground, the birthplace of the ancient Olympic Games in 776 BC. Every 4 years, athletes from all Greek city-states gathered to compete in honor of Zeus, the king of gods, god of thunder and sky. The temple itself was massive, built around 470 to 457 BC, with 34 Doric columns of marble, each 10 meters high. Inside, a reflective pool of olive oil made the gold statue glow like fire. It was designed so visitors entered and boom, Zeus dominated the view. Why build the statue? To glorify Zeus and unite the Greeks. Phidias created it after the temple was done, making Olympia a pilgrimage site. Athletes swore fair play oaths right in front of it. Winners got olive wreaths from Zeus's sacred tree. Do you know? The Games paused wars, called the Olympic Truce, so people could travel safely. The statue symbolized peace, strength, and divine favor. It wasn't just religious, it was cultural glue for ancient Greece. But how long did this wonder last? And what destroyed it? The mystery starts now. Here's where it gets shocking, friends. What really happened to the statue of Zeus? And does it still exist today? Spoiler, no, but the story is wild. The statue stood for nearly 900 years, surviving invasions and earthquakes. But in 393 AD, Roman Emperor Theodosius I banned the pagan Olympics as Christianity rose. Temples closed. Theory 1. In 426 AD, Theodosius II ordered pagan idols destroyed. Some say it was dismantled then. Theory 2, and the most popular, it was moved to Constantinople, modern Istanbul, by a rich Roman around 400 AD. There, in a palace, it survived until a massive fire in 475 AD burned it to ashes. Gold melted, ivory gone. Other ideas? Earthquakes in 522 and 551 AD ruined the temple. Excavations show rubble, or floods buried parts, but no original pieces ever found. Only descriptions from travelers like Pausanias and small Roman copies or coins. Friends, is it still existing? Sadly, no. Lost forever. The temple ruins are there today, but the statue? Erased by time, religion, and disaster. Mind-blowing, right? But wait, how do we know what it looked like? Let's see modern magic. What would the statue of Zeus look like now, and what's its lasting impact? Thanks to archaeology, we found Phidias's workshop in the 1950s. Tools, molds, even ivory scraps. Using descriptions from ancient writers, modern tech like AI and 3D modeling recreates it in stunning detail. Imagine a 4K version. Golden robes glistening, ivory skin lifelike, throne full of mythical carvings. Fun facts: it was about 41 feet tall, weighed tons from the gold alone. Symbols? Nike for victory, eagle for power. People thought it was so real, they oiled the ivory to prevent cracking. Its legacy? It shaped our idea of grand statues. Think Christ the Redeemer or Lincoln Memorial. The Olympics still honor Zeus with the flame lighting at Olympia. Even in pop culture, it's the ultimate lost wonder. This statue reminds us, human creativity can touch the divine, but nothing lasts forever. Friends, the statue of Zeus at Olympia wasn't just gold and ivory. It was a symbol of awe, faith, and human genius. Built to inspire, lost to history, but reborn in our imaginations. What do you think? Could something like this exist today? Which lost wonder should we explore next? The Hanging Gardens, the Colossus of Rhodes, or the Lighthouse of Alexandria? Tell me in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more mind-blowing history stories. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode.